Hey guys, Comic Boom here to review The Batman Who Laughs issue number 3. And the Batman needs to pick the brain of a psychopath. And the psychopath happens to be Commissioner Gordon's son, James Gordon Jr. Now, why does he have to do that? Well, apparently there's something in young James Gordon Jr.'s head, going back to when he was young, because he apparently memorized all the underground networks of Gotham City. Now, why is that important to Batman? Because part of Batman's last laugh gambit, which is a gambit which allows Batman to basically utilize Gotham City's underground reservoirs to spread a cure to save all of Gotham. Well, Batman needs that knowledge because he needs to know which route, which of the underground secret passageways that are hidden under Gotham City. He needs to know which one of those passageways are most likely for the Batman Who Laughs is going to use in order to, I guess, destroy all of Gotham. And apparently, the only person that has all of these memorized in his head is the genius known as James Gordon Jr., who also happens to be a psychopath, but unfortunately has been arguably cured from it because he's been in jail, and as part of his therapy, I guess he's been institutionalized. Part of his therapy is that he's been receiving a drug created by Wayne Tech that has basically helped heal some parts of his brain and actually create empathy, if that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense, but it's a comic book, whatever. In any event, so Batman himself, who's slowly being, basically turning into our version of the Batman Who Laughs, is sort of desperate because he's only got like a week left a few days left before it completely transforms into the Batman Who Laughs, and he needs this information ASAP. Because last issue ended with the Batman Who Laughs destroying the Wayne Tech building and basically destroying numerous phases, gambits of the last laugh gambit. And there's only one left. There's only one possible way that Batman can save all of Gotham, and this James Gordon Jr. is the key because he's got all this information about the secret tunnels and passageways under Gotham City going back centuries. Now, unfortunately, while they're talking to James Gordon Jr., the Grim Knight shows up. And there's a great sequence in here with the Grim Knight facing off against our Batman. It's really great. The dialogue here is really good. Scott Snyder's really hitting it out of the park in terms of the dialogue here. Jacques' art's fantastic. There's a great sequence where Batman and the Grim Knight are basically pointing their guns at each other. And the Grim Knight and Batman both talking pretty smart. Of course, our Batman reminding the Grim Knight that just because he doesn't normally shoot a gun doesn't mean he doesn't know how to shoot one. And even Batman brags about being the top 10 shots on the planet, which I didn't know that. But that's pretty cool. The Grim Knight, though, will have none of it, and the Grim Knight wants James Gordon too, but not the psychopath James Gordon. He actually wants Jim Gordon, his dad. Now, why is that? Because the way Batman set up the last laugh gambit, it could only be activated by both Batman and Commissioner Gordon. That was the failsafe, one of the failsafes that Batman implemented or created it for, so that it would take more than just him to implement the failsafe. And of course, the Batman Who Laughs, who has all of Batman's memories, is aware of this, and he sends the Grim Knight, and the Grim Knight successfully manages to get Commissioner Gordon. And of course, the Grim Knight essentially threatens to blow up a plane that's flying overhead if Batman doesn't release Commissioner Gordon to them. And that's ultimately what ends up happening. This is really taking, the stakes here are getting high. We're only 3 issues in. This is such a fun comic book. This has got epic action, great dialogue. I gotta say, overall here, I'm loving it. So much happens. Meanwhile, the Joker back at the Batcave, who's healing after having heart surgery from Alfred back in the Batcave. Last issue, it was Damian and Alfred and Batman that basically saved the Joker's life. Well, the Joker wakes up and escapes the Batcave. Meanwhile, the progression of the gradual evolution of Batman into the Batman Who Laughs continues until the final page reveal is Batman finally seems to have changed entirely into the Batman Who Laughs, our version of the Batman Who Laughs in our universe. And things are heating up here. It's really, really interesting. I still don't understand how the Batman Who Laughs can see when his eyes are covered like that. Still don't really understand that. I don't know if that's going to be explained, or if it has been explained, you guys can enlighten me because I've missed that. But this is really good. This issue is called The Laughing House. Not really sure why it's called The Laughing House. No one laughed in the issue. And, but in any event, fantastic art. Great story. And the plot thickens. The plot thickens. What exactly is this gambit? What's the purpose? What does the Grim Knight want to do? Why is the Grim Knight working with the Batman Who Laughs? Why does the Batman Who Laughs? Why does he care about causing chaos for this Batman? Why in this particular universe? It's really odd. The Batman Who Laughs even at one point confronts the Penguin, and basically confronts the Penguin with a version of Bruce Wayne from another universe that basically defeated the Penguin. And he revealed something rather interesting. He told the Penguin that in all the universes that he's at, all the different Batman villains that seem to have been a problem and have been killed or eliminated, that the Penguin has always been the one that usually lasts the longest. So Penguin is the one Batman villain that seems to have the most resilience and last the longest out of all the Batman villains in most of the universes. So that's kind of interesting. Now, exactly why the Batman Who Laughs wants to utilize the Penguin, it's not entirely clear. He tells the Penguin that the reason why his casino is not making as much money as it could be, and the reason why the casinos, that the dice used in the Penguin's casino don't seem to work very well, or rather they seem to work properly, which is what he doesn't like, because he likes them to be rigged. It's because of Matches Malone. And of course, Matches Malone, for those of you who don't know, is Batman's undercover identity. When he goes undercover in the Mafia, his secret identity is Matches Malone. It was Matches Malone that has been basically trading these dice, making sure that the dice in the casino, in Penguin's casinos, are actually proper dice, so that people that go there, that the house doesn't have even a greater edge than the house normally does in gambling. In any event, how exactly the Penguin's involved here, it's not really all sure. But again, all this it's interesting. This is a narrative that's keeping me on my toes. It's fun to read. The covers are fantastic. This was the I think I got both covers. There's this cover, and there's, I don't know. Oh yeah, here's the other cover. Beautiful cover there. Like, look at that. Like, wow, good stuff. I'm not sure who does the variant cover here. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Variant cover by Riccardo Federici. Riccardo Federici, good job on the cover there. Good job on the cover. Sorry about the lighting. It's hard when it's at night here in my loft. It's hard to get the lighting just right. These covers are so reflective. That's the one thing I don't like about it for these lighting. The standard comic book covers are less reflective. These ones seem to just reflect like crazy. But they're well put together. I gotta tell you that. But mind you, you're paying for them. Still think they're overpriced, $4.99. But hey, overall, not a bad story. I'm loving the Batman Who Laughs. It's a great comic book. Guys, tell me what you think of the Batman Who Laughs. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Metropolis40. And until next time, Comic Boom out.